Yo, good afternoon. Welcome to the Underdog Strategy Show presented by, Underdog Fantasy right here on the Stokastic YouTube channel. I'm Dave Loughran. Joining me, as always, Neil Orfield at PlayerQDFS on Twitter. Find me at Laffy_D. We got a good 30 minutes ahead of us. And if you're brand new to Underdog, somehow stumbling upon this show, you know what to do. You want to jump in on the action, get in the flex play, trying 20 extra entry when we hit all 5. Try and get in an Underdog daily draft or the massive $15 million NFL draft that is underway already, heading all the way up until the season begins. Just click the link in the description or the one in chat. Get your first match deposit bonus matched 100% up to $100. Fantastic promo. Way to get in on it. Double your bankroll out of the gate. Start drafting. Start throwing some picks in. We're here to hopefully get you started off on the right foot. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I as I said, I just did the solo MLB stream this morning. I actually, if you're looking for Underdog content, I wrote an article just last night, was published this morning about Anthony Richardson. Everybody's talking about Anthony Richardson's ADP right now. It's at 85, just like unclear because he's a rookie quarterback. The opinions on like this is way too early, way too late, very varied in terms of where people think you should be drafting Anthony Richardson. You have any take there, Laffy?
No, I've been seeing these conversations as well. I mean, it's just one of those things where best ball is so specific to what type of team you're drafting to begin with.
Yep, that's
as
true.
Far as football goes. So like if you're loading up, if you've already got stack pieces for Indy, then yeah, you're looking to grab him and you'll take him early. But I mean, you're just personally, I'm not looking to reach and one off on a rookie quarterback who is clearly somebody that we know has a very high ceiling. I'm just not sure. Like, okay, you're drafting him. What you say his ADP is what, mid 80s right now?
85 now, yeah.
85. And I know this is the reason there's a big discussion because a lot of the best ball bros, a lot of the best ball minds that are most prevalent on Twitter, a lot of them are all over this guy. So you always see that happen where early, and let's not ignore the fact that people who are drafting best ball right now, many of them are avid best ball players throughout the season. This is ingrained in them. So, I mean, if you go into drafts right now, my guess is, and a lot of them, you're going to see people that you know who they are, and you're going to see a lot of them. You do this later in the year, leading up into the summer months. I think that could change a little bit.
I think so too. Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, the biggest offend, I don't use the word offender here, but the highest on Anthony Richardson that I've seen is Chris Baggs, former Stokastic team member. Chris Baggs is really high on Anthony Richardson. But then, of course, James Brimakome, who has also done content for Stokastic, is low on him, says he's the worst pick in best ball right now at ADP. So anyway, very, very fun conversation. I posted that article on Twitter, my opinions on Anthony Richardson. Also, Laffy, I noticed you say your Twitter is at Laffy_D. How much longer is that going to be the case? How excited are you for Laffy to become available?
It depends. Number one, if I can grab it when that happens.
True.
And number two, if Elon actually does away with the old Laffy. Listen, he said he was going to do this before.
He did say that.
He said and it hasn't happened yet. Paul Lowe or Paul Loff, however it is still there, and he hasn't tweeted since 2009.
I thought of it because I saw that you quote tweeted him this morning, which I thought was pretty hilarious.
Gotta get it, man. I gotta get that.
You got to check every 20 minutes. You got to be checking for that at Laffy name because you're not the only Laffy who's going to want it. I'm sure there are others out there, right?
Maybe, but not a lot. That's not pop.
Probably not on Twitter, I guess.
It's not like trying to grab something that's very common. I don't know. I was at the bar with a couple buddies before our hockey game last night. We were watching the Sixers, having a couple beers. And he's like, how often are you going to check to see? I was like, I'm going to check every day.
Yeah.
He's like, really? I said, yeah, of course. I'm going to check every single day until it's gone and I can scoop that up. It's my only opportunity, Neil. This is it. And then I'm done.
But then the other question is, do you know the mechanics of like, can you just switch from your name to that Laffy name if you want to and like retain all of your followers and stuff?
You can retain. Yeah. It's one of those things where like, I know, cause I had the check mark for several years. And I knew that I would have lost that if I changed my handle.
Okay.
But I'm not sure now what happens. I don't really know, but I'm doing
you wouldn't want to lose all of your Twitter followers. Like you would do it. Like if you lose all of your Twitter followers.
No, of course not.
Okay.
No, of course not. That would be crazy. But in the event that I don't,
then
Yeah,
absolutely, would make sense.
I'm jumping on that for sure. Otherwise, it is what it is. It's been with me long enough. You ready to talk a little bit of underdog here?
I am. I see Samson in chat. Let's get it, boys. AR-15 at the 101. So he's in the Chris Bags camp. But yeah, I'm ready to talk about some NBA.
Yeah, it's just, again, I think I definitely think, and this isn't a bad thing or a good thing necessarily, because it just could end up being overwhelmingly right or wrong. I think this early in the year, there does become like a hive mind type mentality with certain players every single year. We know that. You've seen that Absolutely. A million times.
Yeah, which is why my immediate reaction is, yeah, he's probably going a little bit overdrafted right now, because there's so much of the hive mind going on. The hype right now is so loud that I think that he's probably going a little bit overdrafted. But I agree. I see Fantasy Dysfunctional says you're taking him for his week 17 spike week potential. Certainly he has that potential. He could turn it up like throughout his rookie year. It could be a lot better. Samson, of course, on that side of the thing. So yeah, totally fine. I think he's going a little bit overdrafted relative to, he's going ahead of like Dak. He's going ahead of Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers. Like there are a lot of quarterbacks in that range that I just prefer a little bit more.
Sure. The veterans at the twilight of their career are the guys that I would be okay with going Richardson over a lot of those, but it depends. Not all the guys you're mentioning, but just in general, right. Sometimes those guys where it's like, you know exactly what you're getting and it's probably going to be fine.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to reach on or take Richardson over some of them. Samson, no, we're not doing an NFL. We're gonna be doing a ton of NFL drafts for Underdog very shortly. So make sure to stick around for that. Let's dive into this. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel as well, and let's make things happen. All that good stuff helps us, takes us a long way. So we appreciate you guys for that in advance. All right. So we've got ourselves a little, we can use the Pick 'em Pro tool here over at Stokastic. Makes life a whole lot easier for all of us if you're using Underdog or any of these Pick 'em sites, Neil. We'll go, I guess, you want to do basketball today? What do you want to do? All basketball, mix it up, find the best bets? What do you want to do?
I think this is technically a basketball show, but I think we can mix in. I don't think there's any reason that Underdog wouldn't want us mixing in other bets. So if we see other bets we like, I think that we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just take what the best bets are, right?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so let's do it. And of course, we'll do a draft after this too. Where did we end up last week, by the way? I know we looked great heading into that second game.
We ended up solo 35th place. So we turned $5 into $100 in that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we were pretty close. For a while there, it was looking like we had a 1v1 where we had D'Lo. Somebody else had the exact same lineup with Draymond Green. So that one finished ahead of us. Draymond did great in that game. D'Lo was a little bit underwhelming. But we were right there. So yeah, solo 35th. I'll take that in a 2-game slate.
You got to lead with that next time. That's a good show. That's probably our best showing in the several weeks that we've done this.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is our best. I mean, that's really, I don't know. I don't remember how many exactly there are in these contests. Is it on the screen right now? I don't see it on the screen, but yeah, definitely. I'll take that any day.
But we're getting closer. I'm going to start PayPaling you $2.50 each show.
Yeah, so I actually told Jordan this. I was like, I'm not paying you guys out for $100. Like, I'll pay you out. No. What do we think? 4 figures? Is that where we need to start doing payouts?
Yeah, but I think I should probably have some stake in this. It wouldn't be fair to you. So just PayPaling you $250 and we'll chop the entry.
I always figure what'll happen is if I ever get to the point, like if we make 4 figures at least, and I'm gonna pay out, then I'll go back and look at like, okay, what do I take out of this first? And at this point, since we turned $5 into 100, we might not be deducting. Like at this point, it might not be.
We wouldn't be. We've only done like 8 drafts, if that.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So we actually
like 40, maybe $50. I think we're netting $50 right now, probably.
Probably something like that. Yeah.
All right, let's do a whole lot more than that. But first, let's get in some pick 'em action here. If you are on Underdog and certain states you can do pick 'em, other states you can't. So that's why we do this. We're going to do a draft as well. I will throw this one over to you first. You got the pick of the litter, Neil. First one, where do you want to go today? Trying the 20 XR entry.
Well, has this Toronto-Philadelphia game started yet? That's the first question. No, we got a little time. So actually, I like taking this Kevin Gossman strikeouts since we're doing multiple sports now. 6.5 is the line for Kevin Gossman. I tend to, if I'm betting baseball props, at least at this point, I'm most comfortable with strikeout props. And I like taking the over on 6.5 strikeouts for Kevin Gossman. We've got him projected for 7.7 strikeouts today. Obviously, it's a bit of a tough matchup against Philadelphia, but still some strikeouts there. So I like taking the over on 6.5 strikeouts for Kevin Gossman.
Yes, I do as well. And I already bet that, as a matter of fact. Our Bet Pro tool has that popping across other books as well. Like you said, we have him projected for 7.8. So that's just a really nice number. I'm going to go to NBA. Our Pick 'em Pro tool, which is free for the first week, by the way, if you want to get in on that. Underdog and everything else for Pick 'em. All of that free for the first week. Gives you the expected win rate, our projection, and everything. It's super, super easy. Makes betting and makes all of this just seamless process, completely streamlined. That's why we use it. But yeah, I think I got to go Gabe Vincent under 4 assists. I know this one is tough. I really understand that. Plenty of people looking at this and going, man, Gabe Vincent, that is a tough number right there, because he's been in that area for a lot of these games. The only reason I like this Gabe Vincent under 4 assists is because I think you could be running into another scenario here where his minutes continue to trend downwards. I mean, he played 22 minutes last game. It wasn't due to overwhelming foul trouble or anything like that. Kyle Lowry's going to play 26 minutes. And then you just have one of these teams where, depending on who has the hot hand, they're going to get more minutes. Vincent, when you look at who's closing these games out for the Miami Heat, and both, each of the last 2 games were wins. Forget about the game where he played 41 minutes with no Jimmy Butler. He's not closing these games. He played 22 minutes, didn't play the final 16 minutes of that last game that we saw. And then last game, he played just intermittently, like 30 seconds here, a minute there towards the end of the game. But the real closing lineup came down to, 2 games ago, came down to Butler, Bam, Strus, and then you had Caleb Martin and Kyle Lowry, who's been seeing big run late stages of these games. So I think I think you may be overvaluing assists on Gabe Vincent if you're just looking at the numbers in the box score. I do like the under here, and we haven't projected at 3.1 tonight.
Yep, I like that call on Gabe Vincent. Yeah, it's been tough. Like, he was in actually the lineup that I made for Underdog on the last slate that he was on, and like was looking pretty good. And then it's like, oh, he's not playing the fourth quarter, so like is not going to hit anyway. So yeah, I like taking the under there. They just, as you said, not really closing with him. I like that one quite a bit. I'm going to go back to another one that I have been doing pretty consistently, and it's only hit once. I think I've done this one 3 times, but the line has actually come down. Austin Reeves assists. It was at 4 for a while, and we like the over on 4 assists for Austin Reeves. Now we get it at 3.5 assists. It hit the last time out. For the regular season, he averaged 4.2 assists per 36 minutes. His minutes are a little bit volatile right now. He played 34 in the most recent game, so you would, expect him to be up at around 4 assists in 34 minutes. But he also wasn't playing well at all in that game. So I think that when he's playing well, we saw it in the first Lakers series, they're willing to play him like 40 minutes if he is actually playing well in the game. Of course, we also saw Lonnie Walker come in and just light things up. So maybe there's some risk to Austin Reeves playing time, but I think he's likely to play at least like mid 30s in minutes. And at mid 30s in minutes, you can expect him to more often than not get more than 3.5 assists. So I still really like this, particularly in a fast-paced game with the Warriors as well. So I like taking the over on 3.5 assists for Austin Reeves.
I like that too. All right, I'm gonna go with a Steph Curry prop here, and yeah, there's a couple reasons for this. Number one, well, and actually, I want to search Steph Curry, because Pick 'em Pro, you can just search the names, pull them all up, see where the best ones are. Yeah, I think I'm going to go over 5.5 boards. We haven't projected at 6.7. He's coming off that 10 rebound game. He's gone over this in 2 of 4, which is fine. But at the same time, you have to be projecting him for massive playing time tonight. Down 3-1 in the series at home, 41 minutes last game and a 3-point loss. I think there's just going to be enough opportunity there for Steph Curry to get the job done. Also, I don't want to ignore the fact that on the season, including the postseason, he's averaging 6 rebounds per game in 35 minutes. So just looking at this, you have to be projecting Curry for around 40 minutes today, assuming this game stays close. Understandably, it's a 7-point spread, but that's not really that significant.
Yeah, I'm
going to go, and yeah, he's coming off that huge triple-double. I'm going to go with Steph Curry over 5.5 rebounds. We currently have this with a 59% expected win rate on Underdog. We also have it as the third highest expected win rate of any prop, behind Gabe Vincent And then Jimmy Butler over 1.5 steals, which is also an interesting one. So we've got 4 loaded up in the hopper here. Do we want to keep it there, or do we want to go for the 20x instead of trying to 10x this?
I said we throw that Jimmy Butler one in there as well. I mean, you get double the payout for just one more bet. So I think that makes a lot of sense to throw in that Jimmy Butler over steals. Yeah, that Steph Curry one is one that I've also been attacking pretty regularly. I told you that the first time I did it, literally he had 0 rebounds with like 5.5 minutes left in the game, and then got 6 rebounds in that last 5.5 minutes. I watched the most recent Warriors game because I went 3 for 4, but then the fourth one was a push in the first game of the slate. So the only 2 bets I had left were from the Lakers Warriors game, and one of them I needed was the Curry rebounds. I think he hit it in the first half. Like he's a much better rebounder than I realized just watching the game. Like Curry, just for his size, he can really go out and get some rebounds. So I really like taking the over on Curry rebounds as well. And then yeah, Jimmy Butler, just playoff Jimmy. He's out there like the whole game, and he's a great defensive player. So I like that over 1.5 steals as well.
Lock it in, yeah. Closeout game for the Miami Heat. Hasn't been a particularly fun series.
No.
But yeah, Jimmy Butler in this one as well. He's got what? Man, look at him in the postseason. If you this is crazy. All right, so if you include Jimmy Butler's play-in games, and we're counting that because he played huge minutes, those were do or die spots as well, right? They were the 8th seed. They were the 8th seed. No, I'm sorry. Were they the 7th? They were the 7th, and they lost to Atlanta, right? And then they had
Yep. You're right.
I think I can't.
I know that they lost their first play-in game and then had to win the second one.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So yeah, they were either the 7th or the 8th, and then they won the second game.
Yeah, they were the 7th, I think, and they ended up getting into the 8th. Whatever, doesn't matter. Right. Jimmy Butler has played one because he missed one game, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 2+ steals in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 8 of 10 games. He has 2+ steals. That's a night. Man, look, you don't want to just box score hunt everything, but 2+ steals in 80% of 10 playoff games, including the play-ins, that looks pretty nice. I think we definitely have to keep that in there.
Yeah, I like that one quite a bit. Yeah, and looks like Jordan made the bet, so we can count on this one.
Yeah, man, we're gonna hit eventually.
That's right.
How much did we bet on that, Jordan? How much?
What? $10 on. He put $10 on it, so we win 200.
Beautiful. Let's do a draft. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I feel like we're right there, Neil. We're at the precipice. We're on the brink.
We're gonna get there. Wobness Day. I have not ranked it according to our rankings, so maybe I'll look at that as we're doing it real quick. See if anything stands out that's different for us. I saw yesterday, UnderDog didn't have a projection for TJ Warren, and we had a projection for like 15 fantasy points. So that was the one draft I did yesterday. I took TJ Warren with the last pick. So occasionally you can find like the projections on here. Using our projections instead can be quite an advantage.
That's interesting that there was no projection for him at all.
And then he just wasn't getting drafted as a result.
Right. Yeah. People usually just straight look at that type of stuff and they're not going off of their own data. So yeah, nice find there. TJ Warren, not exactly the best game, but
yeah,
it was still, he had 3 stocks. Wow.
Right. He did a fine game. Just didn't.
He's not killing you as your last pick on a 2-game slate. Yeah,
exactly.
Where are we drafting? Are we first?
So we got the 3rd pick, which.
Oh, perfect.
So Jimmy Butler is our 2nd overall projected player on FanDuel today. And he currently is, they don't have him projected that high. So we probably get Jimmy Butler if we want him. We have AD, Jimmy Butler, Curry, LeBron are our rankings.
Yeah, I'd be fine with any of Davis, Butler, and Curry, and we're going to get one of them.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's see where this goes. And do you want to go with Butler as the over?
It's tough because the other game environment is so much better. Like it doesn't like, I'm not like inclined to want to go there first. I get why he's not ranked as highly here, but
I think I prefer Curry. They're basically identically projected, right?
Yeah, I would take AD or Curry over Butler. The question is, do we want Butler over LeBron, where he's projected 9 points worse for UnderDog? We've got him a little bit better than LeBron.
I would be fine with Butler over LeBron. My order would be Davis, Curry, Butler, LeBron.
All right, let's do Butler then.
Okay. Is he on the board?
Yep.
Let's do it. All right, cool. Decent start. So Curry went second. That's no surprise at all.
Yep. And he went, oh, he left us LeBron. We got to do LeBron now.
Yeah, you have to. Wow, we got lucky.
Was not anticipating that. Did the old Knicks stack there in the middle.
Wait, who did they go with? Brunson
and Randall.
And Randall. Okay. So I don't think he went Brunson and Randall in the same lineup. Not crazy because their minutes are going to be nuts again today. Thibodeau has clearly cranked their minutes up again, and this is a must-win game. But for us in the first 5 picks to be able to pull, or wait, first 6 picks? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess 6. Yeah.
Yeah. To be able to pull Jimmy Butler and LeBron James.
I mean, that's as good of a start as you can possibly hope for.
As good as we're going to get. Definitely PayPaling you $2.50, Neil.
All right. I'll give you equity.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have to pay you out if I win $100 or I'm not going to pay out every.
No. Of course not.
Draymond, Austin Reeves, or D'Lo. Let's see. Who do we have? We have Draymond number 1 projected for 30. Yeah, Draymond is a pretty clear one for in our projections. I assume Wiggins is already gone.
I think you have to go Draymond here. 37 minutes last game. He's going to play a ton. And another advantage too is that you don't have Looney getting any playing time. So the rebounding factor looks a lot better for Draymond Green. You know, we look at like 2 of the last 3 games that he's played since Looney hit the bench and was sick. Dre has double-digit rebounds in 2 of those. The other one he doesn't, but he was in foul trouble.
All right, so we have Reeves, the highest projected here. We've got him projected for about 26. Would you rather take Reeves, Mitchell Robinson, or Hart? I think it's between Reeves and Mitchell Robinson for me.
Yeah, Hart would have played more if he didn't get in foul trouble last game.
All right, so it's
go Reeves.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Grimes might play 34 today, and Hart gets more minutes because if he's not in foul trouble. I think Reeves is the one guy, you pointed it out earlier. Yes, the minutes are volatile, but at the same time, he could play 38 minutes. And
yeah, exactly.
And I'm okay with that. Yeah. Better game environment. I like it.
Yeah, it's because we got such a good start with Jimmy Butler and LeBron. I'm like, at this point, I'm mostly inclined to just follow chase ADP, chase our projection rather than like trying to go 2 off the board here. Would you agree with that? Like, because we had such a great
perfectly
start,
fine with me.
Yeah. Like if you start out and it's just like a cookie cutter, like, yeah, we got the 3-4 that everybody takes it there, or I guess the 4-5 that everybody takes at the 4-5. At that point, I start thinking like, okay, now I need to get different towards the end of the draft. But because I don't think many teams are going to have both LeBron and Jimmy Butler, I think we can kind of have some fun just taking, go cookie cutter and take the top projected.
Yeah, I really like this draft so far.
Yeah, me too. Poole, Caleb Martin, Dennis Schroeder, Gabe Vincent. This is tough. Now we're getting to the ugly part of the draft.
The only thing I would say about this is if we're playing it that way, that you had mentioned, there's definitely a scenario where we might not want.
Let's go Gabe Vincent.
Go get Gabe Vincent's fine. I was saying I don't know how much of the Lakers backcourt we want.
Yeah.
And in the same line
is our top projected, at least of the players that I could see. I believe he was ahead of Poole in our projections. I don't think we can count on Poole, especially now that we have Gary Payton likely starting.
Vincent's fine. I don't hate, like, again, we went with an under earlier on Gabe Vincent, but
I know.
But it's fine because in a draft like this, I have no problem playing for volatility.
Caleb Martin actually is, I believe, is Max Strus in there? If it's not Max Strus, Caleb Martin we have better than Kevin Love.
But then we have Vincent and Caleb Martin.
Would you rather go K-Love?
Yeah, probably.
Do we do it in time? No.
Or Schroeder.
All right, so we could get K-Love potentially with the next one. Oh, that was 6. Okay.
Oh, we drafted Martin?
We did. We didn't get there in time.
Okay.
That's fine. He was our top projected there.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Should we do one more?
Yeah, we got time for one more, I think.
They go so fast for these 2-game slates. Let's get into one more draft here.
Let's do it. Yeah, Fantasy Dysfunctional says all badge draft. Yeah, that was like every team drafting there had a badge, or maybe 3 out of the 4.
What are the underdog requirement for badges?
I don't know the actual number. It's something like 500 drafts to get maybe this black and white one, and then 1,000 for red and white. Or I don't actually know what the number is, but it's doing a lot of drafts.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine because this is clearly going to be different.
Fantasy
I don't think we're going to get. I don't think we're going to get LeBron and Jimmy Butler.
Probably not. Yeah. Apparently, it's 500 drafts or winning a tournament. Is that for the red badge? I'm not sure which one that is because there's different levels here. You can see me and the guy after me have different badges.
The winning the tournament thing is always funny because you could do one draft and just
right
have no clue what you're doing and grab a badge.
Run hot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like it doesn't happen.
No, it happens all the time.
All right. Any plan of action we want here, Neil? I think maybe we see what we get in the first couple rounds and then we can.
Agreed. Yeah, I think we got to adjust. They took Curry. What do you think? We went with Jimmy Butler last time and LeBron came back to us. I don't think that's likely to happen again, but
we probably still go Jimmy here.
Yeah, let's go Jimmy.
Don't you think?
We probably get some correlation there because we're probably going to get either Brunson or Randall on the back end.
That's my thinking too. Yep. All right, so there goes LeBron. We're going to get one of Brunson and Randall, and I think we have to. I think we have to take Randall here.
Agreed.
Okay, so a little bit of a different start. Perfectly fine with it.
Yep, got the little game correlation going on.
4 picks away. If Dre, Clay, Wiggins, I would love to grab one of those 3 just to differentiate a little bit from our other draft. Because we didn't get Draymond, right? But we wanted one. We wanted him. There he goes.
Yeah.
We did. Okay, we did. Okay, so Thompson, Wiggins, big minutes there. Thompson's one of those guys that in these type of drafts, I have very much zero issue getting to. He has not played well recently. He's shot poorly from the field. Very low usage last game. But Klay Thompson has massive upside. I know he's gone, but
I mean, I'm happy with either of Barrett or Wiggins, to be honest.
I think I prefer Wiggins here.
He just went. So
we have Barrett, okay, Reeves, so all the Golden State guys went.
Yeah. I don't mind like doing the front end of the draft, like taking all the stars from one game and then the back end, maybe considering some of the like blowout potential players. Sure. In the last couple picks and hoping that the other game just blows out.
Yeah, the only issue with that, take Barrett, Jordan.
Yeah, Barrett.
The only issue with that, these are both 3-1 games. So it's possible, but you only have one direction where that blowout could be in our favor.
Right. True.
I mean, like, of course, if it blows out, both teams could pull them, but it would need to be the Knicks winning, or it would need to be the Warriors winning, unless it's like that Dallas and Phoenix game, 7 or 6 from a couple of years ago, whenever that was.
We are up, Laffy.
Okay.
Reeves, Russell, Hart, or Robinson. Let's see.
I'm very much fine with Reeves or Russell.
We took Reeves last time. I think we should take Russell.
Let's go Russell.
We've got him projected a few points better, actually.
Do you remember that Mavs game where they smoked Phoenix so bad that in a elimination game, Phoenix ended up pulling starters like late in the third quarter?
Nice.
I think it was a 50-point game or something. Yeah, that was a brutal one. All right. So who do we have, Jordan? Scroll down. I just want to get a look at our team here. I know we have
says apparently it's 1,000 drafts to get that black and white badge. I did not realize. So I'm not even the top tier here. All right. I'm only at 500 apparently.
Oh, wow.
Carlos Manzo, good to see you. And Kevin Isler says, just finished the baseball show with Solo Neil. Tuned in just to hear Laffy. One of my favorite things about NFL season is shows with Laffy. Yeah, me too. Laffy and I get to do a lot of shows during NFL season. hopefully we'll get to do more this summer, start doing some best ball content or something.
Yeah, man. And yeah, absolutely. And Neil, you do a good job on that solo show, man. It's not an easy thing to do. I know that for sure.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's more fun for me with Adam there, but happy to occasionally show people behind the scenes.
And thanks, Kevin. That means a lot, man. I'm doing basketball shows every day with Josh. We're doing a lot of stuff here. So Stay tuned. Can't wait for football to be back. You and I will be doing a lot of NFL drafts as well. So that'll be fun. We'll probably do a ton of underdog drafts.
I go Robinson here, probably.
Robinson for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Robinson had a tough game last time, but we saw that those minutes, while volatile, can come back big time. There.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, big minutes last game. So I like Robinson. Now, the only problem is we are overloaded on Knicks, aren't we? It's fine. Actually, it's not the worst thing. They're down 3-1. These guys could play huge minutes today.
Yeah, and they're all starters. So like these are all like if the starters play big minutes. But do we want to go Quentin Grimes is the question over Jordan Poole, Dennis Schroeder? He started the last game.
I mean, at this point, we're pot committed, right? Go for it.
Yeah, let's just do it. All in on this Knicks Heat game.
Just go for it. Yeah. I don't think he plays as many minutes as last time. Hart was in foul trouble, but still you could be looking at, he played 17 in the first half.
Right. He could. Carlos, I don't know. I just talked to somebody. I believe we do have NFL best ball projections coming, and I think it's not too far off.
We do. Matt Gajewski's working on them.
Oh, is he really? Oh,
he's a savant with that stuff.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so if he's already working on them, my guess is that they'll be relatively soon, but I don't know exactly when he's planning on releasing them.
All right, so I will say I like our first draft a little bit better.
Yeah,
because
we got the Butler and LeBron. It's like that's just a unique combo of great players.
Exactly. It's a unique combo that we're not going to get all that often. It's weird because when we finished, you said solo 35th last Wednesday, right?
Right.
And a lot of that was because we didn't fade any games, but we definitely faded the top tier options in the it was the Sixers Boston game, right?
That's right. Yeah. That was I forgot that was over 2 days. So it was like the first game was just Sixers Boston. I think we had Jaylen Brown and Malcolm Brogdon, maybe, or we had maybe. Malcolm,
right. But that was the game where Embiid and Harden didn't do anything.
Yeah, and Tatum and Jaylen Brown was fine, but like not great. We had Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams, I believe, is who we had.
That's what it was. It was those kind of tertiary guys that had the big games. So we went into the Lakers Golden State game, and I think we had Davis and we had a few other big plays. But as you mentioned, I think it was Russell that did us. What's that?
I think we had Curry and either LeBron or Davis. I don't remember which one, but then and then we had. Yeah.
We did have Curry and LeBron.
Yeah. So we had a nice start with. I think we liked the start because it was at the turn we got Curry and LeBron, which was like a pretty nice turn, and then having Klay Thompson and D'Lo come back to us looked good until D'Lo kind of did us dirty there. But that's not a terrible game from D'Lo. Just Draymond did a lot better. So.
Yeah. Carlos said you guys got Butler, LeBron, very unique. Yeah, we didn't expect that to happen at all. Jordan, before we go back to our Butler and LeBron lineup, just so we could get one more look at that. Because I do like this. Would you agree you like this better than the second one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Unless the Knicks go full out nuclear, which seems unlikely.
Yeah. I think it might be go back to Daly in the top left, and then go to is there no completed option? So it's not
we can't find
it. It is completed.
Can't you okay.
Completed drafts. Okay. There we go.
All right. Butler, LeBron, Draymond, Reeves, Vincent. I like that.
I do too. I think that's a great draft.
I don't love
the end of the draft. I don't think either of us love getting
Vincent and
Martin along with Butler. Like I don't know, but could work out.
It's more so the Vincent and Martin just because the closing lineups have been confusing for Miami, and there's certainly been a hot hand type approach there.
Yeah.
But it's possible Vincent could close and over Lowry, or Vincent could close and then Martin could close over Strus if Strus isn't having a good game. There's a non-zero chance that happens today. So
right. Exactly. It could work.
All right. That's a nice draft, especially the top four.
Yeah, I love that top four. And then it gets, I mean, Reeves, I like it. I'm a little bit more concerned about Reeves than I was at the beginning of the series, but just because he hasn't had the best series. I think he was a little bit better the last game. So maybe turn it up a little bit. But yeah, still, yeah, like it quite a bit.
And before we go, Jordan, throw our pick 'em card up there. Our 20x 5 'em, 5 play pick 'em. For if you guys are new to Underdog and you're just tuning in again, link in the description and chat. 100% deposit bonus, matched up to $100. So you're doubling your bankroll. Even if you only put 10 in, you're getting 20. You put 100 in. You should always max these for sure. If you have the means, turn it into 200. So Reeves over 3.5 assists, Butler over 1.5 steals. He's been essentially automatic with that, which means he probably won't get there today. Vincent under 4 assists, Curry over 5.5 boards, Kevin Gossman over 6.5 strikeouts, using the very powerful Bet Pro Pick 'em Pro, Neil.
Yeah, absolutely great. I love it when Pick 'em Pro lets me pick overs. We got a lot of overs today. It's been fun in the playoffs being able to bet on some overs. I know like typically a lot of the smart money is on unders, but when Pick 'em Pro gives me permission to bet some overs, I love it.
I actually get that feeling as well, because like, okay, I'm allowed to bet this now.
Yeah,
exactly. I hear you. All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Follow Neil at PlayerQDFS. Check out all the stuff he's doing for Best Ball. It's Stokastic, all the MLB stuff every day on the YouTube channel. Follow me at Lofty_D. And shout out, as always, to Jordan Klein for producing this one. We will see you guys back here next Wednesday. Neil will be back with Eric, 1:30 Eastern time on Friday to wrap up the week. Thanks, guys.